Hello, my name is Scott Stringham, and welcome to my Energy Advantage solar installation. We really didn't have a problem, and I didn't think we had a problem until we started really thinking about our energy bill. And I mean, we have a hybrid vehicle, so that kind of started us down that road of, how can we do more for ourselves and for the planet? And, obviously the next choice is, let's look at solar. And the story is, they were doing an install in the neighborhood, and somebody else actually stopped by and was like, we're going to give you an estimate. And just happened that the guys from Energy Advantage literally were driving by, and I'm like, wait a second, I need to talk to you again. And he stopped and he's like, what? And I'm like, about the estimate. And he's like, what estimate? And I'm like, weren't you going to give me an estimate for putting solar on my house? And he's like, I can. And I'm like, great. I thought I had talked to you before. Whatever happened to that other company, I have no idea. But from that point on, they did an amazing job of spelling everything out, explaining everything, and letting us know each step of the way as to what was going to be happening and how this installation just came to be. So the biggest challenge that we were having, I mean, it's just like everybody else. Energy costs keep going up and up and up and up. And what was amazing is we get it installed, and the first month that it's active and we actually are using the solar, we get our first bill, and it's $8 for electricity. That's it, $8. And we're like, wait a second, something's wrong. This isn't right. No, that was right. It was $8 for our electricity for that month. Our solar took care of all of the rest of it. So yeah, Energy Advantage, it was more they kind of discovered me, and I started working with them. And once I got with Peter, man, everything was flawless. Things went amazingly well. The communication was awesome. It was actually easier. They were doing a better job of communicating with me than what I felt they needed to do to be able to, get this all taken care of. It was a couple of month process, that's for sure, but it was the middle of winter too. So there were some obstacles that we had to overcome with the weather and stuff. But once everything got installed, it was like, bam, 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 bam. Here's your app, away you go. And man, it's been fantastic. Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm very conscious about what we're doing to our planet and what's going on with, energy that we're using was basically put in the ground millions of years ago with the dinosaurs. Whatever we can do to harness the sun and use that now, as opposed to, using energy that was produced millions of years ago, that's just going to help us. It's going to help the environment. It's going to help your energy bill. It helps your kids, all of those things. It just makes sense to put solar on, it makes sense. The biggest thing in Colorado here, we have hailstorms that come through all the time. And having Energy Advantage, also being a roofing company, that is a huge plus for me in that it's one phone call. And I be honest with you, if we have a hailstorm and there's any damage to my roof or to the solar panels, I know they're calling me before I get a chance to call them. Hey, we're coming out tomorrow, the next day, whatever. We're going to take a look at it. We'll get with insurance. We'll get it taken care of. My roof is covered. I know these guys are going to do an amazing job, and they're going to take care of me and my roof and my family. And that's what's important to me. Honestly, working with Energy Advantage, it's the people. Everybody from whoever answers the phone to the sales guys, Peter, to the installer, Mike, the crew that was here when they actually did the install, they cared about my roof. They cared about my home. just as much as I was. And I was, pretty active as far as watching them and making sure, they did everything right. And that in itself, that they care as much about my property as they care about their company. And that goes all the way from the owner down to the newest employee, all the way through. Oh, how would I rate it? As far as the experience I've had with them has been nothing but a 10. 10 being the best. They absolutely have knocked it out of the park. The installation was flawless. It was just what I wanted. The bill has been exactly what I wanted. And honestly, the follow-up and the continued relationship with them, I know it's going to be for years to come. And they're going to take care of me and my house. I'm grateful for that.
You're such a natural.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah, me too.
It does, because you do see that you're actually helping people, and yeah.
Awesome. And don't worry, we're just gonna edit the parts that we are talking about.
Yep, I know.
Just have the effect.
And I also think that everybody, I genuinely think I love everybody that works for our company.
Yeah.
So
We're like a family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all here for the same purpose,
Yeah.
right? It's but also, helping the planet out, which is the most important, right? Because we won't have a future if we don't take care of it ourselves.
Absolutely.
Or we don't do something about it.
Yep.
Mhm.